Maybe. Yeah, we're good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 9 of the Everything About Everything Sports Podcast.
Guys talking about sticks and poles.
So, I see that you have 4 pages of notes.
I do.
Eh,
Different stuff.
okay.
So I have one page from each of the big four. Didn't do anything on college though. That was like the one thing that I didn't do. So if you guys
That's
stuff on
alright.
college,
That's alright. I got you on college.
but I figured you want to start with what you came over today for last, like the World Series last.
Oh. So, you want to talk about last night's game first? Mainly because it was... See,
Yeah.
I always tell anybody who asks me about Thursday night football, especially the Vikings, Carson Wentz, Super Bowl going Carson Wentz, because technically he did win, but he did not play.
Oh yeah, the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, are we going to get that guy, or are we going to get what we got yesterday? Not block for him, but I mean, for Thursday night football, I don't, for the most part, unless it's the Lions or I feel like it's going to be a really good game, I don't even watch it no more because it's just been ass bowl after ass bowl after ass bowl.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, yesterday I did watch, I think, the second half of the game. Or, the first half of the game, second half of the game, I didn't even bother with it. What they've ever had. Didn't have crutches, didn't have a boot on, any breath for like a continuous
it's like
3-second expression. Yeah.
It's like,
Breath for like a continuous
it's like
3-second expression. Yeah.
it's like, I can't prove it yet, but something's fucked up.
So yeah, some things awry here.
Yeah, but dude, Thursday night football, I mean, Amazon paid a lot of fucking money for it, and it has not followed through, I would say.
No, I mean, it's the one thing that deviates from what the NFL has, because you have like ESPN Plus, you have all the local games, you have like the you can watch them on CBS because NFL has a deal with CBS and stuff like that, and like obviously ESPN and all the local stations, like I was saying, this is like the one thing that you have to pay extra for.
Yeah.
And they have Netflix too. Netflix also has the Christmas Day games this year.
Yeah.
I'd say more people, I bet you, have Netflix than Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, my dad has a lot, so that's kind of rough. But for the average person, I think more people have Netflix as of
Yeah.
right now.
But I mean, if you have Prime, like, if you have Prime, like, for shipping and stuff like that too, I think you have Amazon Prime Video. I think it's just like one continuous thing
Yeah.
across Amazon, so it's like I bet you a lot of people do have Amazon Prime for shipping and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then coincidentally have the access to the NFL game.
Yeah, that's true. But talking about last week, because did we go over last week?
No.
No.
You have the old time.
It was a great game.
It was.
That was one of the good Thursday night games.
Yeah. Usually if there's like some kind of narrative behind the Thursday night games, and then they're pretty good.
I don't know. We got Perk Rogers.
Yeah, Jesus.
And then
Percocet.
comeback player of the year, Joe Flacco, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that the Bengals actually pulled off that win, good for them, I guess. Did I really care? No.
Yeah. Nah.
It was just cool to watch, you know?
Right, yeah.
So, that was okay. It's just funny to see the old guys, like, I don't know if he did it this game, but he for sure did it this year. Just cracked the smelling salt, and he's like, all right, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So,
I saw a thing after, like after Joe Flacco had beat Aaron Rodgers, and it was like, Ravens considering trading for Joe Flacco.
Wouldn't be surprised. And the thing is, Joe Flacco looked like he didn't give a fuck.
Oh, no, yeah, he was playing pretty good.
No, I'm saying at the end of the game, he wasn't happy or nothing. He just was like, oh, whatever.
Rodgers at the end, and he was like, I think this is the first time I got you.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because I think that is the first time he's beaten him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Aaron was only on the.
He was on the Packers for the longest time, and
I'm trying to think of when Flacco would. That's probably true.
he probably maybe played him a couple of times.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Aaron Rodgers would have been in the league at this point 19 years, I think. Damn near.
I think 18, because I think he was 07. He came into the league.
Either way, long fucking time.
Yeah.
But yeah, who are they playing this week? That's a good. They're playing the Jets, so they're going to win.
Yeah, most likely.
Rams defeated the Jaguars last week. Not a big deal. I think we all thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's whatever. Eagles and Vikings. Eagles, were demolishing them, and then the Vikings did end up coming back.
Yeah.
But
I didn't put notes on every game. I just went through. I took notes on the Patriots game. I said Drake May is looking like a legit quarterback.
yeah, Drake May. Dude, how do the Patriots do it? They got Tom Brady, and I'm not saying Drake May is going to be Tom Brady, but he's fitting a certain mold so far.
Yeah, and then they had Mac Jones, and Mac Jones had like a good-ish year with the Patriots.
Yeah,
But now he's with the
his
with the
first year
49ers.
was almost like, oh my fuck, again, really?
yeah.
And then he's doing fine now on the 49ers, but
Right. But he had to get let go and picked up there, and he only got a shot because Purdy got hurt.
yeah.
So
Uh,
Chiefs ended up shutting out the Raiders.
Am I surprised? No.
I mean, I am. A shutout in the NFL is rare.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It only happened 60 times over the last 10 years.
Oh, were they Monday night or something?
Huh?
When did they play? I don't see them.
It was Sunday.
Oh, was it?
Games. And then I obviously watched the Thursday night or Sunday night.
Yeah. Dolphins are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I think McDaniels is probably going to get fired at the end of. I give him week 10.
Yeah, it's more so of it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
After, I don't know if it was directly after the game, but for sure during the game, it was like the third time that it was like the third 3-and-out in a row. And Mike McDaniel's just pointing him over to the sideline. He's like, all right, public with the media is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
like this open about it.
yeah, because with the players only meeting and everything like that too, that Tua was talking about, he pretty much said that there was a players only meeting, and not everybody showed up to it.
Yeah.
Which is like, usually you hear about, you don't hear about a players only meeting until like after it happens, or like after your coaches get fired. It's like, so and so got fired. There was a coaches only or a players only meeting on whatever day, and the players went to the coach, fired him, and then like the GM went and hired, placed whoever as interim or whatever.
Yeah.
And but you usually don't hear about it happening, and then like the day after hear about it, and then oh yeah, by the way, not everyone showed up too.
Yeah.
It was really weird, and it was kind of like cringy, I guess.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know which press conference this was, but Mike McDaniel was asked, like, so what's the goal for this week? Crazy.
Dude.
The expectation is for him to not throw 10 picks, and that was almost verbatim.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you're saying that about your starting quarterback.
Well, when there's a lack of faith on both sides, though, too, and yeah, probably from all three sides, from the front office on McDaniel and the front office on the team on the front office and McDaniel probably both, because he knows that he's out. It's just a mess.
That's my thing too. We'll get to this more, but it's like Jonathan Smith with Michigan State. Yeah. And then that person's going to come over and they're like, this is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Cut everybody.
And then what happens with that is that's when you get whoever gets fired and takes their place, they come into a dumpster fire.
Recent. They said that they weren't thinking about getting rid of Mike McDaniel.
No, yeah, they said that they wanted to keep Mike McDaniel, because they believed in him and they believed like his philosophy and everything. Well, we saw where that went.
Yeah, and the thing is, you could like the guy all you want. Like, it would be like, hey, Jonathan, I like you as a person, but I asked you to build this house, and you built it out of cardboard.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, but I built it. And you're like, please leave me alone.
Right, yeah. But yes, but no.
Yes, and I paid you lots of money, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And you used cardboard.
I told you to build me a house, and I gave you X amount of budget to build a house. You built me a gingerbread house.
Exactly.
It's like, what the hell's the matter with you? You asked for a house, and I gave you a house. You asked me to coach this team.
Not only did I give you what was a good team, because on paper they were good. They had Waddle, they had Tyreek Hill,
Jalen Ramsey,
Tua. So all of the pieces, I gave you, I forget how many millions, but millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you go to Target and buy a $5 gingerbread house.
Right. And then you expect me to
be happy,
and then ask you to do it over and over again, and then when the time comes for, for when results need to be happening, like when you need to have results, you don't have them.
Their playoff window, I would say, was about 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they did make the playoffs 1 year, but then they got bounced.
Yeah.
So I mean,
who knows?
What do you fucking? I mean,
should Mike McDaniel get fired? Yes. Do I believe it's going to happen? Yes. According to Miami, it's not going to happen. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but
put somebody else in your spot. They will put the other person in your spot.
Yeah, without
doesn't matter
question.
what your name is. Doesn't. I mean, yeah,
it's like now this is probably a bad example. Actually, it is a bad example, so I'm not even going to say I'm going to move on from that. I was going to talk about Prime in Colorado. I don't think Prime is a good coach.
No.
Or at least not at Colorado.
He's could be a good developmental coach.
Yeah.
Maybe. But he's only been there for what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
Not a very long time in terms of his coaching career, because that was his first stop too. Besides,
Jackson State, he did really well.
Yeah, but
I don't
dealing with a different pool of talent at Colorado.
The competition. Now he had great players at Jackson State, but when you actually get great players and they're playing against, just dog shit teams at Jackson State, because they didn't play anybody really all that good.
No, they were what, Division III, Jackson State?
No, they were D1.
Really?
FCS, HBCU. But
I thought they were a lower ranked team.
No. So Colorado, as of right now, is 3-4. So they're not terrible. But they're 1-3 in the Big 12.
Eek.
That's what truly matters. But at Jackson State, D1 FCS, I believe. They might be FBS, but either way, they're D1. And it was a small HBCU. Prime came there. He got the number 1 recruit in the country, which it was Travis Hunter, and Travis Hunter is doing well in the league right now.
Yeah.
So he knew that Travis Hunter was probably going to get drafted since high school.
Yeah,
team should have probably went FBS or like higher Division 1, but they're like, "Oh, that's Prime. I want to play for Prime." And then Prime left after like a year.
Yeah.
And then went to Colorado. Now everybody has the big money.
Right.
So now you're in a level playing field, and now you have to play the NIL game.
That is true. I mean, and you knew that, like, this is going to the NIL conversation again, but, like, you knew that some of these smaller colleges are not going to be able to pay these big name players, and it's going to, widen the margin of these different teams and the different skill pool and everything.
Well, we can touch on this more later. I think we should touch on this more later because there's important news with NIL in general.
Yeah.
So we'll stick to NFL. Let's just skip to Big Dick in the Room, Lions.
Well, Lions came back against the Broncos. The Broncos came back against the Giants.
My baby juggernaut.
Yeah. The Giants had Broncos shut out until the fourth quarter. Jackson Dart was putting up numbers. In that game, Jackson Dart was 15 for 33. And then in the fourth quarter, Broncos ended up coming back, led by Bo Nix. Basically did it by himself. He's the first quarterback to throw for 2 passing touchdowns and run for 2 rushing touchdowns in the same quarter ever. He did that, racking up 279 yards and completing about half of his passes, 27 for 50.
Not great completion-wise.
Not great completion-wise, but when you don't do anything in the first literally 3 quarters of the game, and then you do all your scoring in the last, it can be a little bit overlooked.
See, this is why I was upset, because I didn't watch any of this game, and I called you.
I was watching this game.
And you were like, you didn't watch anything? I go, I know what happened.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I did not know what happened, I guess.
So this game was wild because they were losing by 1.
Yeah.
So if one of those extra points would have been made, it would have been a different story. Yeah. And apparently in that game as well, Jackson Dart ended up going to the blue tent, the concussion tent. Again, yeah. And Cam Scatterboo was sitting outside. Apparently he was waiting his turn.
Baby Juggernaut, no!
No, yeah, and
I love him to death.
The Giants coaching staff went into the blue tent, and you could see in the clip they were kind of like, "Hey, can we speed this up here? Like, we need to get back out on the field. Like,
can't
we need
have Russ out there.
Yeah, like we need to get this thing going
At that
here."
point, just throw Jameson.
Got fined $100,000. We got fined $15,000, and he was like, what'd you say fuck 50 for? Like, what did I get fined for? I was waiting my turn to go in the blue tent.
full, man.
Right? Yeah, like
that's fucked.
He said, "Fuck Nelly, fuck T.I., fuck 50." What do you say fuck 50 for?
Yeah.
Like,
what? That's stupid. That sucks.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't really make any sense. And he has a legitimate complaint. It's like, what did I do?
I was just waiting my turn, man.
And it's like, I don't know, but I mean,
if you said fining him $15,000 for leading with the head, he had a point. But for just waiting outside the medical tent,
right? Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, he was waiting outside the medical tent, and I guess they went back in the game.
Oh,
but yeah, I mean,
that's stupid.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Like, usually guys are professional athletes. I think they would be able to know if they're hurt or if they need to go sit down.
Yeah. And like he said, he would.
Yeah. So, I mean, if he was comfortable enough with going back out there.
And
and obviously they went through concussion protocol since.
Yes.
And nothing's come up, so. But, I mean, I get the precaution and everything like that, but to fine him for something like that, it's like, eh.
They play the Eagles this week at the Eagles.
Yes.
So Monday night or Sunday night.
136 over 17 carries and a 78 touchdown run.
Yeah.
A 78-yard touchdown run. And then McNeil came back from his injury. Him and Hutchinson really blew up that offensive line for the Bucs. It was pretty impressive.
It was a great game.
It really was. Yeah, we did get a lot of pressures.
I went to bed at half because I was confident.
Yeah.
And luckily I did because they only scored 10 points after half. I think we were up 14 or 17-3 at half.
I think it was 14-3 at half.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad I went to bed. But the Gibby touchdown. Dude.
Yeah. Drive. Okay. I see someone is running. I almost said driving. Running that fast. There's very few people on this planet that will be able to catch you.
Yeah, now this is going to say wrong, but do you think to, like, train that fast, he actually chased after cars?
I doubt it.
But, no, I'm saying...
I don't know. I feel like type shit where they run after the car. It's like, okay, you got to catch this car. It's like, and it's, in like a church parking lot and the speed limit's 20 or
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
And you have to, it's like, okay, now beat it to the end of the fucking, beat it to the end of the parking lot.
Yeah. That's true. It's Maya or something. And they're just fucking around at the
Yeah.
and honestly, I don't know. The guys on the left is Mike, right?
Yeah.
I don't like what he said about Montgomery just being there as like as a layup for Jameer, or as like a decoy. He was saying that we have Montgomery.
Yeah. I mean,
Now-
that has a number one running back and then a 1B right after him. I mean, you would see some teams like a few years ago. After that, you had, I think, then and Zach Charbonnet,
Yeah.
which is like, that's kind of to the same effect,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not to the same.
It's a decoy.
Yeah, I mean, when you reel in 1 or 2, maybe 3 catches a game, but you're like a deeper threat, and then you have Amon-Ra who's putting up 80 yards a game,
Yeah.
and he's getting 10 targets.
Well, apparently, like, JMO was getting upset. He's like, I wish I could get the ball more. The problem is, it's like, certain games, like, you're only going to get 1 or 2 targets.
Yeah,
Because that's just how it goes. But at the same part is, we gave you $80 million to free up Amon-Ra
right, yeah,
and our tight ends. And you do a phenomenal job at that. And then you're our deep threat. You get, the, like, 50-yard touchdowns.
oh yeah, and then on top of that, you're gonna be sharing the offense with Gibbs and Montgomery.
Exactly.
So I mean, when you have a team who runs the ball 30 plus times,
At least.
every game times, and your tight end and your wide receiver 1 get 20 targets, 10 apiece,
Yeah.
then you're only getting 4. So
And then, because they're truly everywhere.
yeah,
So, and now, I've never been an offensive guy, so I don't have that mindset that these people have, but at the same token, I understand everybody, if you're a receiver, you're a running back, you're a tight end. The best part about it will because of Dan Campbell.
no, yeah, and then like the culture.
It will because of Dan Campbell.
No, yeah, and then like the culture of the
Exactly.
of the team and stuff like that. And I mean, 97.1 talks about it too, and John Jansen talks about it in the morning specifically. He'll say that this is Dan Campbell's offense.
Yeah.
Like this is his playbook and everything like that. So everything that goes through our offense and everything that John Morton employs in our offense comes from his mind and comes from Dan Campbell's,
And
his MO.
I don't know if you would know him. He's like a very big motivational speaker. He does a bunch of motivational talks to professional athletes along with everybody else. But this, I saw it on my feed today. He's like, nothing but success in the league.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
He goes, so the older guys never really had this because you guys will.
That's the thing with becoming a professional athlete too, is like, obviously, to preface this, who are we to fucking, we're literally in a basement right now talking about how professional athletes think, but
I got a slight glimpse, but
Yeah.
slight.
but you hear it all the time, like especially with baseball, is it's like leading up to the MLB, that player was the best player at every level that they had played at.
Oh yeah.
In high school, they were the best high school player. They got the college offers.
Yeah.
In college or in the minor leagues, they were the best player, and they got moved up through the levels and everything.
Yeah.
Now, once you get to pro ball, though, those number 1 backyard picks all the time.
Honestly, it did feel like that in college, especially at the JUCO level. Too,
Yeah.
you get it a lot more because every single one of those guys, for the most part, were the number 1 guys on their team.
Oh yeah, because you have to kind of work your way up and develop and
Oh yeah.
and get better and everything like that. And then you have veterans who are in the pros who have been there, 10 years or whatever, and they haven't won anything. They're not used to that. They're not used to not being, an all-star on their team or being the number one pitcher on their team or the starting quarterback or whatever it is. So like it gets more frustrating. And then you have, coaches like Dan Campbell end up leaving and going to a different part of their career and never had that.
Yeah,
Dan
either.
No. Unless he was there coming out of college, he wasn't the best college receiver. There's maybe two that I would take over him. Justin Jefferson and that's it.
Now this is going to sound biased. I think he was severely underdrafted.
Oh yeah.
Not based off of what we know now, but just from that draft alone, I thought he was better. Well, now he's proven it, but at the time I still thought he was better than at least 5 or 6 of those guys.
Yeah. I mean, and because there are some guys that were drafted above him that aren't in football anymore.
Exactly.
And I mean, yeah, so but you can't really account for that when they come out of college. It's just who's the next best player available, what you need.
But what's also the crazy part is, like, I don't think USC had a great year that year or whatever. And Amon-Ra comes here and he was on the 9-8 team or the 3-13 teams and won, something like that. He came in the league, I think, the 3-13 and won.
Yeah, I think it was either that year, or maybe the year before.
Yeah, well,
either
way,
one,
I think he was on the 3-13 and 1 team.
He was on those shitty teams.
So USC was decent, like they lost, but then you get somebody like Brock Bowers, who has only lost 1 college game in his career, 1 or 2 at the most.
Or these guys coming out of Bama.
Yeah, exactly.
With Urban Meyer and stuff.
And it's like, dude, I went undefeated every single year,
right?
And then I get to the league and I lose.
So I won 2 titles when I was in college.
It was the same thing
stuff
with
like
what's his name? Josh Dobbins, I think his name is.
J.K. Dobbins?
No, it's not J.K. Dobbins. He's
the quarterback.
No, it was the running back that was a backup, but they told him to go into the draft at Alabama.
Oh.
Fuck, what's his name? He was on the Raiders. And he was their starter. And, no. Fuck. What's his name? I want to search it up. But either
I think it's A.J. Dillon.
No. So Josh Jacobs, and then he goes to the. He's like he's a rookie, and he comes out, and he's like in the locker room. And he's like, what the hell are we doing, guys? He's like, why? And everybody's like, he's like, how are you okay with losing?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just kind of, I mean, when you only have a set amount of teams in the NFL, just kind of how it has to go.
Yeah, and then like the veterans were like, dude, like you're going to lose.
Oh yeah,
but like some of those guys don't. I only won in.
I'm gonna go out with Michelle and Don for a little bit. Gas in it since I used it more than you this week.
What time do you think you'll be home?
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, so for the most part, I think I lost at Woodhaven because I only count Woodhaven. Yeah, but I count Woodhaven. I think games. We only lost 4 games. So rough. Because
oh yeah,
and that's, even
they would get into conference play and then they would beat a few teams out of the conference, and it's like, oh, is Vanderbilt going to be a legit team? Then they play a team like, Florida State or like an Oklahoma or something like that. And it's like, okay, all right, now we can see that Vanderbilt's not the team that they look like they were in the first few weeks.
Exactly. But now, obviously, it's changed. But it's just like certain teams. You're like, there's certain teams this year. Like, let me pull up the rankings. Interesting.
Yeah. Before we move on to college football, though, I did want to touch on the Legion of Whom. The Legion of whom?